Hello everyone, welcome back. I guess kind of back. I'm still not sure how I want to do my intro when I do Genshin, if I'm being honest, because technically it's not a welcome back. It's a, hey, we're playing Genshin again. It's the Genshin stream, because I don't really do these as often. I want to say as often as I'd like, because I would like to do more Genshin streams, but this is one of those games where I'm like, I don't want to play it on stream unless there's like an update or something going on. But anyway, Genshin got a new 4.5 update. Shiori got her own little quest that came out. I also do these other fucking character events. Oh my god. And we're gonna do that. I also want to fucking actually test Shiori out because I admit I'm not super invested. I think she's super fucking pretty, and the memes I've seen online of her are fucking sending me because Shiori's personality is fucking hilarious. Also, hi, Katrine. How you doing, nerd? And like, I don't know. It's the problem is the fact that she's a Geo character when I already have Navia. I have seen that she is meant to be a sub DPS, not a main DPS. So maybe that is something I can look into. I'm debating on it because I done enough polls on the banner that my next character I get will be a feature. So I do have guaranteed. I do like that she has two swords though. Mostly this is a turret. I was playing Genshin. I have Honkai though. Honkai's fun too. I don't really play Honkai as much as I feel like I should, because I do like it. I think this is a turret, if I'm not mistaken. God, that's a long cooldown though for a turret. It disappears like a second after. Okay, let's see what that. So it's there for like 16 seconds. It looked like. Oh, I got another one. If I get two, hold on. I now need to look at this ability. Isn't that new character similar to Arakino? Woo! I've been noticing that, and I see that all the time on like Twitter and TikTok about people being like, "It's so funny how Honkai and Genshin always have these characters that are like the exact same." And I'm like, well, yeah, it is kind of the same company that does it, so it makes sense they're gonna have very similar looking characters. Let's see. What's that chance? Someone on 10. And we damage will activate their nearby constructs or create additional one. Oh, interesting. So if you have other people who make Geo, so she likes characters that make constructs. Holy shit! That means she actually pairs. Wait a minute. That means she actually pairs well with Geo Traveler, because doesn't Geo Traveler have a short cooldown on his E? And I know those count as Geo constructs. Oh my god, they're actually trying to make Geo Traveler relevant. I doubt it'll do anything, but that's interesting to know. His name is Boothill, and I'm so normal about him. I need him. I might have to look him up. That sounds cute. No way was she is sure slice queen, AoE damage. Okay, that's really just a basic AoE damage with her ult? That's weird. You would think it would have something to do with her E. It's just a basic. Alright. It's like a space cowboy robot man. I feel like there's like so many genres mixed in there. That's a little interesting. Man, requires an outfit apart from her default outfit or string a glider other than wings of flirt flight. That's okay. That's interesting. I think that's cute. That's cute. I like that. Party member crits Geo concept. Gains you land pass. Let's go to effect. General text open. Then switch to character roster. Wait, what? Switches to the next character in the roster. Actually take short duration. Press the L. Trigger the tap. Press your normal section. That. Just the next character. Why would I? That's weird. That's why your friend receives a moment. Active party members no text. That's a automatically execute. Acting 100%. Upward sweep damage as AoE geo damage. It is only less necessary in one. Two. Let's go ahead attacks. Okay. Okay, so you hit the E again to get them attacking with you. Okay, that's interesting.
Give up. Nice and spicy. Let's light it up.
Yeah, but Navia doesn't make Geo constructs, so it's not actually good in terms of what I want.
Don't
Also, I might as well
waste
see
my
this.
time.
Okay, that was
Drop
cute.
some color.
That was a cute image. I don't know. I still think I'm good with Shiori. I don't know if I really want her. I feel bad because she is really pretty, and I do really like the memes I've seen online of her, if that is true, of how like she just is very stoic. I mean, she was pretty stoic in the event. So like, yeah, no, I like her. I like her personality. I'm not sure if I like her like that wise. I'm also just gonna quickly do Ito's event really quick. I do like Ito. Ito's great. I don't think I'll even pull for Ito. Honestly, I am debating, if anything, I am actually debating on saving for.
Get out of here.
I am saving for potentially Nervalette, just because Nervalette is currently like one of the best DPSs in the game. Like, no argument. Apparently, he's. Well, I know bare minimum he's the best. Like, I think he's only. Really? I'm not sure on that one actually. Is Nervalette the best too? Has he only made 100 DPS? I'm like blanking. If there's other. I'm actually blanking a little bit. I genuinely don't remember if
It's nothing.
there's another BDPS Hydra. I know there's a lot of support. I feel like I'm blanking on someone so obvious right now, and it's driving me insane. I really feel like I'm missing someone obvious. Cause like I'm like all the Hydro characters are coming to mind right away. Hold on. No, I need to check this. This is bothering me. Oh, by the way, some people got mad when they announced Boot Hill before their character. It's so funny. Was there a character people were waiting on beforehand, I'm assuming? Oh, Nyla's a fucking Hydro main DPS. I fucking always forget that. Ayato is too. Yeah, no. Yeah, he doesn't have really good competition. I guess he has Child. Why did I forget Child? I don't know why I forgot Child. Really was fucking a Child main, and I fucking forgot about him. I feel stupid for that. Yeah, but no, I'm debating on getting Nervalette. Nervalette is really good. I don't really have a Hydro character. Well, I guess that's true. I have Farino. Farino's not a main DPS. And I wouldn't mind having a Hydro main. Do I really want him though? I'm gonna be real. The person I'm saving up for is Alhaitham, because. Anyway, I want Alhaitham. I want Alhaitham.
No.
I want him.
Whatever.
Give me all of them, please. I want him. Anyway. I very much was tempted though to grab Nikita in the last banner, but I was like, I want Alhaitham. I can't help it. Alhaitham is so pretty. He is! I love him! Just don't fight me. I'm fucking I shouldn't fight him. He's so stupid, but I love him. Oh, he's so good. Katrine, you understand. You understand. He's just so I can't help it. But anyway, we're gonna do Chiori's story event. I'm hoping to get through it in like the hour or so I have time for today's stream.
It seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine. Look at that. Roadside signs
I mean,
as far as the eye can see.
what the fuck do you see roadside signs, Paimon? What?
Fashion Week? Ooh, why don't we go
Am I
check out
blind?
some of the
Are you
shows?
talking about
Maybe
this?
we can pick up some cool
I guess
new
that is
clothes.
I guess. Weren't these always here? Am I crazy? I thought these little things were always here, these little banners. Wish I could play Genshin. What's wrong? Play it on your phone, Katrine. Do you not have a decent enough phone to run it?
Is this really okay?
Oh, I don't have auto on. No wonder. I'll probably try to. Yeah, try it on your phone. See if you can run it. Even my shitty phone can run it. Although I will give you, mine does crash a bit.
Tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
But it still runs at least.
No, not at all.
I believe in you, Katrine.
In your work,
And if you do get back into Genshin, give me your fucking DM me or
It's always been my
in my server.
dream
There's
to
a
wear
there's a
boutique
channel
dress
for
my
Genshin
wedding.
codes. You can put it in there.
I really thought the chance had passed me by. Wait, isn't that Chiori?
She's actually doing her job.
Oh, you've got a point there. Well, once she's done with her customer, we can go and ask her.
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first
I'm also kind of still surprised Chiori is a 5-star. I know she has a very like unique design, but it just gave off so much 4-star vibes that I legitimately was surprised when I found out she was 5-star.
From the look on your face,
Stopped playing when
I can
Sino
tell
came
that may
out
be a
and
little
got it.
difficult
That's a
for
long
you.
time ago. But you also were playing. I stopped
Trying
playing
my
before that, and then I
best.
came back when Fontaine
Once
came
he
out.
sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop
I
straight to
stopped.
the floor.
I stopped when the Chasm came out, and like I knew about the Chasm, so stopped there. Missed all of Sumeru. Like I went to Sumeru and I was like, what the fuck is this place? Suffered a little bit in Sumeru, and now I'm fully came back with Fontaine, and I love Fontaine. I love Fontaine so much. Great fucking nation. Love all the scenery, the music for it. 10 out of 10. Love Fontaine. I think Fontaine is just amazing.
Is that really so shocking? It is mine, after all. Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or
Is that a
perhaps some
punch at
ready-to-wear
fucking
outfits for
Paimon?
kids?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid.
Honestly, I'm surprised there aren't outfits for the Traveler. I feel like that would be such an easy sell. But I guess most people don't play Traveler. Like, I'm probably one of the few people who actually plays Traveler on one of their main teams. I say that, but once I get Al-Haitham, I'm probably getting rid of Traveler on one of my main teams. Just because Al-Haitham's going to turn into the main DPS, and Shogun's going to turn into my sub-DPS. But I still like playing him. I still think Dendro Traveler is actually really good. Easily able to fit into any team that needs a Dendro sub-DPS.
Oh. That. Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun. But it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Will you be showing off some of your designs too?
Of course.
Her voice actor
All
sounds so
designers at the Court
familiar.
of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand.
Who
If
is
you're
the voice
lucky,
actor for
you could even land a large amount of orders.
I
as
sort
soon
of
as
heard
the
it in an
main show ends.
RPG.
Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
I just feel like I've
pretty
definitely
much an
played an
established
RPG
name
with Chiori's
People will
VA,
still buy your clothes even if you don't participate.
where she does
this
like
year,
another
right?
stoic character with like sarcasm.
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction.
No,
Why
Brittany
would
Lotta.
anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year? In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought. All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying
There's gonna be a
we'll able
lot
to
of
see new
fucking
Chioria designs at the show?
fashion, which I shouldn't be
Absolutely.
surprised
The
by.
designs have already been finalized.
I'm hoping
I'm
we'll
just
get
waiting for
to
the
talk about why
fabrics to arrive.
Chiori seems to know so much like
Ooh, are you using
secret
materials you
intelligence
can't get in
that seemed to be
Fontaine?
hinted in the
Well, I still have a certain
Fontaine
partiality
Film
to
Festival
Inazuma
event.
made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the touch, and their familiarity gives me a sense of security.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's that feeling of home.
Ugh, something like that. Yes.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you concerned that
Are we
your
actually
shipment
going to go
might
to
get
Inazuma
lost
for
or
a
stolen along the way?
character event? Aside from characters that are actually in Inazuma?
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani Express's
Oh.
most reliable courier.
Yep, I forgot that these two are
Excuse
tangentially
me.
related.
Coming through! Coming through!
Hey, Kirara.
Chiori, your shipment's
I think
here.
this is actually the first time I'm meeting
I know
Kirara,
it's quite
because
late, so
I don't think I've done any events
Really?
she's been a part of.
Really
It might give me the
sorry.
little, hey, this is Kirara.
Deep breaths, Kirara.
Maybe?
Then start again.
No, it's not.
Huh? And you're with customers as well? Oh, jeez. I've really kept everyone waiting. I'm so sorry. This
No,
is
it's not.
all my
Aren't
fault.
you? I must have done an event with Kirara, and I
These
just
two
don't
are
remember
the
her.
Traveler and Paimon. With how well traveled you are, you've probably heard of them already. And this is Kirara, Star Courier of the Komani Express. She's a Nakamata in case.
Yeah, we gotta let you know, she has tails. She is a cat person.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. And Sorry you had to see me like this. I know I'm late, but if an opportunity arises in the future, I still hope you'll choose Komania Express.
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders? A few run-ins on the road
If
aren't
I
usually
know,
enough to give you
I'm
any
actually not aware
trouble.
of what Kirara's character's all about.
Well,
I do think
didn't
she's just a
run
little
into
ditzy.
anyone exactly.
Uh
I just
huh.
got a little lost.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
All right. I was stopped by a group of bandits as soon as
Uh-huh.
I entered Fontaine. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about Komania Express. It was obvious they were looking for someone with two tails.
So it was a targeted hit?
I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's goods.
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd
Huh.
stuff me into my delivery box
Oh,
and toss
lovely.
me
Cat
into the sea
drowning.
to
That's
drown.
totally normal.
Oh, are you okay, Kirara?
Oh, I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
It's so
Well,
interesting how,
it's
like,
not completely out of the
powerful.
ordinary for one of
I've
your
talked about this
deliveries
with
to get
Zulu before about, like,
intercepted.
the power
But
level
it
of,
still
like,
doesn't make
I
sense
just
how you knew it
round
was
them up
my
all the
goods they were
spirits.
after.
Like the pretty much
You've
the
got
spirits
other
of
deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't
Leeway
you?
versus, like, the
Is there
spirit
something else that you're
characters
keeping from
of,
me?
Inazuma. Because I'm like, they all seem relatively strong, but Leeway definitely seems to be the stronger ones.
Perhaps I need to reconsider
Like,
how
Zhao
many
is just
stalls to give you on
insanely
my
strong
review.
before.
You always know how to get me, Chiori. Alright, I'll talk.
But I guess now that I think about it, Spirit isn't really a right one,
So,
but they used to wear yokai.
I kinda wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me, so I spent a bit of time investigating. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Chiori
Potentially a
Boutique's delivery.
competitor.
And who might this person be?
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go? I mean, I didn't really get injured, and you've still got Fashion Week to worry about.
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach this person a lesson, I doubt they'll stop here. Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking to and then some.
Alright. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name
Uter?
of Uter.
Uter. Now that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say, Kirara?
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
So you both know this Uter guy?
Through Chiori's
Yeah,
complaints
he's right.
about
I
him,
got it
sure.
right. It's a
He's a
competitor!
fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
So he's like a business rival.
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square. Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he prefers playing dirty. Well, I'm more than happy
Cut
to
his balls
oblige.
off! That's all I gotta say. I'll teach him a lesson.
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest in my shop for a little while before heading
But
back?
I wanna watch!
Chiori! Wait!
And she's gone.
Oh no. What should we do?
You seem concerned. Should we be worried?
Should be worried about the other guy.
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temper, I'm just worried whatever she's about to do will fuel negative publicity about her right before the start of Fashion Week. Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check out the situation for me? As a formal employee of Komania Express, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to get involved.
No, I don't know. I'm thinking about that. I'm like, you could just say you're not affiliated with them for the time being, or your actions are not
Yeah, we'll take
representative
good care
of
Chiori.
the Express.
Well, to be honest, I'm more worried about that Uter guy's safety.
When they talk about tonight. Alright, let's go see Chiori cut a balls guys off. Balls guys off? Oh my god. Guys, balls off. I can't even English right now. Oh. Are we just gonna see, like, I guess Chiori is, like, known by a lot of the other characters in fucking Fontaine, so that makes sense.
Any chance you're on the clock, officer? Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Hey, what's up? We followed you.
Chevras, we meet again.
Well, things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number of
Hell
recruits thanks
yeah.
to that film we made. I suppose the trade-off is that I'm now constantly getting stopped for autographs while out on patrol.
I mean, I got
Not
ideal if
ideal,
you're
if
doing
you ask
undercover
me.
work, because we met you
Well,
doing
you
that
were
before.
one of the leading roles after all.
Well, I guess you weren't
So,
really undercover, you were
did
just
something
standing
happen?
there.
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me. I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you coming?
Not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't
I'm liking
violate
this.
proper procedure?
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the special patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report
Listen,
a
Cherry
case
just
or
gonna cut
turn
a guy's
yourself
balls
in
off.
for
It's
one.
fine. I'm gonna keep saying
Neither.
that, because I would totally
I'm
see her doing that,
requesting
considering
personal
how much
supervision
scissor
from
thieving she
Sub-Captain,
has with her fucking
so
moves.
I don't do anything too out of line.
Are you planning to?
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow
I love
me.
Okay, I'm here
Just
for
promise you'll
the
start trying to
fucking
keep
way that
yourself
there's
out of
the way the
trouble.
voice actors do with the lines.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to
I'm
get
just
on
gonna
that.
quote. Nope, wrong button. Just playing so many games that can make you hit E to interact with something.
This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a...
Ah, yes, chat.
Chat
Totally doesn't have
with him.
quotations with it.
You know, Chevras, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You
See,
could
that's
call
what
it
I
a
don't get.
you
What the
scratch my
fuck do
back
you
and
mean
I'll
lines
scratch
of
yours
work?
sort of situation.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The
Chiori,
special
what the
patrol
fuck
needs her
are
help
you?
Quite often as well. We've got tough problems of our own. Getting people to talk, for example. The uniform, the musket, they're intimidating. Most people clam up the
Oh,
minute
because
they
she's
see
a
us.
boutique. Is this
It's
gonna
sealed
be the
so
thing
tight,
where, like,
getting
the
them to talk almost
stereotype
feels
is,
like
like,
trying to break
people
into the
have
fortress
such
of
loose
Meropide.
lips at, like, salons because everybody gossips and stuff? That would make actual sense. That makes a lot of sense if that's the answer. Yep.
But put them in a
All
clothing
right.
boutique.
Literally the
and they
next
suddenly
slide.
start gushing
I just
faster
wanted to
than
see
the
it
waters
before
of
it
the
got
Fountain
said.
of Lucine.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep.
See, I'll
People
never
are
get that.
vain
I clam
creatures.
up whenever
They
I...
can't help
well.
but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they
I just
know
don't get
about other
gossip.
people.
I don't get
And
gossip.
nothing brings out that sort of vanity quite like fashion. As a result, Shiori often picks up on all kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to
You
the
would think
gills
that
in wealth
after a
and
while she would
intel.
gain a reputation and people
You
wouldn't want
scratch
to interact
my
with her
back
after
and
that.
I'll scratch yours.
But I'm sure they keep that
gets it
her
now.
involvement
Exactly.
behind the scenes.
I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful. And in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people from Chiori herself. So, who got on her case this time? It's been a while since I last saw her that angry.
Oh, so this is what happened.
Alright. Let's do a quick little clock animation.
Huh? Uter, you
Uh-huh.
You've heard of him?
say? Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already.
He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick in the book. I heard that even the Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior. So he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Whoa, what's
Oh,
this
Paimon, it's
about
an
all
expression.
of a
Come on.
sudden?
I just meant that
No, you're
his
stupid,
hair's
Paimon,
done
but come on
for.
now.
Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but why?
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just
Oh,
talked about.
and like on cue. Beat his ass! Beat his ass! Wait, why is that hot?
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Huh!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
No, that's insanity.
Is
Ch-
doing
wait,
the
Chiori,
same meaningless
that's it.
thing
Not a
over
healing, fuck
and
you,
over
I
Chiori.
heal
again.
lamp.
It appears you've
Not a
forgotten
healing,
what
fuck
I
you.
told you before. So,
Also, Jerry, that's
allow me
insanity.
to
That's not
refresh your
stupidity.
memory. Lay off the dirty tricks. Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
Ahem. Chiori?
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please, officer, you've got to do something!
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Ms. Chiori,
She's like,
I must
girl,
also
please,
ask you
stop.
to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future.
Like, do it a little
especially
bit
out
more
in the
privately.
open
Beat
like
his ass
this.
somewhere else, like behind the alley.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
You...
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
We'll see about
Bro,
that.
just give up.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon. How did he just go flying out
Such
like
incredible
that?
strength. Such a graceful arc.
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that. I started with a verbal
Listen, I
but
promise I'll
he displayed
try not to
neither
beat his
shame nor
ass.
remorse.
It's not my fault if it happens.
If anything, he kept running his mouth with insults and threats.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed
Yes.
out like a sack of trash?
Believe it or not, they were that bad. He deserved to get knocked down a peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence. And he denied that he ever had anything to do with those bandits. I don't want anything
I would
else
say,
to
like,
happen
get
during
the
Fontaine
statement from
Fashion
the
Week.
guy who had loose
On top of
lips,
that,
but, like,
if
it's just a
Kirara's going to
singular
continue
statement of
delivering
a
goods for me,
arguably
the least I
bandit-like
can do is
adventurer
guarantee your
versus a
safety.
potentially reputable business owner. That ain't, hold up.
Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on
I
advances
love their relationship.
already?
I love
I
this
always pay you
relationship.
back
This is
in
so cute.
information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and
And I am
scratch
seeing
yours.
why a lot of people ship these two. Oh, we gotta go all the way back up. Oh, did I not grab Ito? I did not. Okay, let me do that real quick. I'm not gonna lie, if I do pull on Chiori's banner, I'm mostly doing it because I really just want Yunjin and Goro's constellation. More Yunjin than Goro. Like, Goro, I want to get C6 for him just because I do kind of want to use Goro for my alt team. Yunjin, just because she's like, her C6 is one of the few characters in Genshin that buffs attack speed. The other being Gene, if you have C2G, which I have, and I'm very happy about that C2G. But Yunjin's is much more consistent than Gene's. Gene's you have to pick up energy particles, but with Yunjin, it's literally just her ult.
You were gone for an awfully long time.
No big deal. Chiori just took out the trash.
There's nothing to worry about. All
It
you
was
need to know is that
garbage
you'll never have
day.
to worry about
God.
someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rasula can take the second half. With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you.
Good one, Chiori.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal. You're going back to Inazuma tomorrow, right?
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of armed guards. Or ones with sunglasses.
I mean, is she
for that
carrying
matter.
anything back
Don't you
with
think
her?
This is a bit much?
Because, like, I get
you
why
certainly
she's
shouldn't
doing
count on
this,
such
but,
a
like,
procession for
there's no
every
reason
trip
for
you
them
make
to
to
attack her
Fontaine.
if they were after your
It's
goods.
just a one-off thing. For my own peace of mind. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess
Scratch
with
back
my
your...
friends.
Go scratch mine. Wait. I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Yes.
Jesus.
Well put.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then...
I mean, it's just to
I
be
guess
extra
it's
safe.
Fine.
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers
yes,
are
Paimon.
super important.
But of course, they supply.
Paimon, I
specific
refuse to believe we have
funding,
not had any
equipment,
single
factory
conversation
access.
about how supply and
You have
demand
to work with them
works.
if you want to become a
We've been in
truly
enough
renowned fashion
countries
house.
at this point.
That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chioria brand, yes?
Well... I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to,
I'm trying to think.
it's only natural
From what
that some
we
people
learned
other
from
nations
Fontaine,
have
and this could
heard
just be
of
the
it.
fact that,
Then
you
it's
know,
still not famous enough.
Fontaine, like, I feel like Genshin
My
as a
goal
whole
is
is just
to make
getting
the
built up
Chioria brand
over the years.
renowned
It's not like they had
throughout all of
everything,
Tibet.
like, written down
All
from the
of it?
get-go. But, like, when we were
This
first
is
learning
gonna
about
get
Fontaine,
pretty
most we knew
huge
about it was the
then.
mechs and the advanced
That mean I could
technology
just go to
from it,
any
because that's where we
Chioria
learned
branch
about
on
the
the continent to
cameras,
get my clothes
mostly.
fixed?
And then
It
you'd meet,
has
like, a
been
bunch of
pretty
NPCs from
inconvenient having to
Fontaine
come
who were
to
like, look at my
Fontaine every
interesting
time I need to
invention.
get them patched up.
And it's like something like
Alternatively, of
steampunk
course,
futuristic,
just be a bit
considering
more
we've been
careful
in,
with
like,
them.
mostly, like,
They're already about as durable
medieval,
as I can make them.
feudal era kind of stuff.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often, but I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of
I
thing when you're
don't
trying
think
to
we've
take a
ever
nice
had any
nap in a
fashion
tree.
stuff for Chiori
Well,
before.
if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to
Like, I want
make
to say
it
the
reality.
Steambird was brought
there
up in a
anything we can
previous
do to
event.
help out
We
with
didn't know who
fashion?
Charlotte was back then, but I'm pretty sure the Steambird was a thing we knew
I'm
about
sure I
from
could think
Fontaine.
of something.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop
We're gonna be a
tomorrow and
model.
for me? Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it.
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy
Who
enough.
get the outfits?
Most of the clothes you see during Fashion Week are meant to showcase the designer's vision.
Damn,
They're
no
not
traveler
exactly
outfit.
suitable
I still
for
think that's a
ready-to-wear use.
very easy way to get
If
some
you
people
like
more
them,
interested in
though.
playing traveler.
Feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches your eye. I'll even give you a special discount.
Ooh, sounds great! Paimon was just starting to get curious about all this design stuff.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and I don't know, Paimon here will show off some kids' designs.
Paimon will dress
I'll
up
see
like
you
a
tomorrow
kid.
then.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you
Well,
already
you
she's
fit
not a
kids'
little
clothes,
kid.
Paimon. We don't know what you want to say. Okay. Oh, goddamn.
Illusion shattered!
Speaking of clothes, do yours happen to need any mending right now, Kirara?
Well, since you asked, Chiori, there's this part around my waist.
Oh, need a bit of letting out around the middle.
No!
Did she just call Kirara
Those
fat?
bad guys did it.
Was that the joke there? Like, are you gaining a little weight, Kirara? Do you need me to do something about that? Cause damn, all right. Let's go to the next day. I got mail. Oh, just some bonus stuff. I haven't got these yet. And let's go to the next day. Actually, wait, it said around 10, right? Let's go here. Honestly, it's cute. I like the character stories. They're short, relatively short, and they're enjoyable. Honestly, wait, what the fuck was that? Huh? Huh? Okay. I like that. This is okay. Okay, this is cool. I like this. So like a little guide for saying like, hey, this is a character that's like really strong. Okay, this is cool. I like this. They're making it more like training characters like more accessible. Do I not have? I know I have to get her talents up. Man, I know her fucking weapon is not perfect. Okay, I'm gonna keep track of that. That's interesting. I'm still doing commission. Okay, anyway. Fuck me. It was 6 to 10. I knew I saw a 10 in there. I just didn't remember. There, do 825. I like that though. I like that they keep adding like more accessibility options for people who don't want to go like too hard into or don't want to overthink the what they need for builds. I really appreciate it when games do that because I feel like some people want to get like the big numbers and stuff for games, but they don't know really where to start, and it's overall very difficult for them because there's usually just so many numbers involved. So I like that they make it like a little bit more dumbed down. Like, hey, just do this. Other people do this, so you do it.
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early.
Did you tell us to come this
I haven't
early?
even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the special
Alright.
patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The
Also, I don't
patrol
think
mates
anyone's
looked like
gonna
the
fuck
entourage.
with.
The way they marched forward with Kirara at the
Aw,
center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP.
that's
The
so
second wave,
fucking
Despina also came
cute.
with a pretty large group, led by Navia
Also, hell yeah,
herself.
Navia stayed with her.
They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a
Aw,
going
this
away
is so
gift for
cute.
Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
Sounds like
Man, I
Navia
like that
really
they're doing
got
those
into it.
little fucking
My
images
thoughts
too.
exactly.
That's such a
She
good
even
addition.
lamented the
That's
fact
so
that she
good.
didn't have time to prepare something even fancier.
It adds a little bit more to these
I'm
character
pretty
stories,
sure
and I
she can't
appreciate
wait
that.
for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I guess the only difference
I
is
suppose
Chiori is
that's why
very
we're such good
relatively
friends.
stoic, and fucking
Navia has
Navi
a
is
certain
very overly
resilience about
friendly.
her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
That is very true. That is very true.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though.
Especially
Fashion's
sites
so
that are
lost on me
market
at the
the
same
size of
time
that.
though. Like, I agree that people do things
Well,
similar to what people look
would
up
you
to.
look at
I'm
the
no
time?
different. But like, when it comes to clothes, I just want
Come on,
something
let's get down
comfortable.
to
I
business.
do
We're
not
here
care.
to
Just give me something that
drama.
keeps me warm and comfortable.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits.
Like, God, if I showed off
Why
my
don't
wardrobe,
you
so many people would
help
be like,
me set up
"Lamp,
the shop displays
what the
in
fuck?
meantime?
This is
Set
it."
them
I'm like,
up.
yeah, I can't help it. It's
How
comfortable. Leave me alone.
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes.
Oh my
with
God,
eye
cute.
toward
You're
their
cute.
types
Heck,
and
you, Maple.
styles.
Also, hi,
This
Maple.
way, we can guarantee that the
I can
customers
give
will see
cookies.
something different
Mwah.
every day.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
The kiss was for Maple and Maple alone. Nobody
Well,
else can
I'll
steal
leave
it.
the displays to you.
Set up Chiori's boutique.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Place the. Okay, hold on. Is this just simply like, hey, this is a neat. Oh God. Okay, yeah. Place the kimono. Place men's formal attire. Place women's formal attire. All right, simple enough.
Not bad.
I mean, it's not that
You might
complex,
just
but
have
alright,
an eye for
Chiori.
design. Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand. Over here, stand still.
I will say, I love her
I'll take your
hair. I
measurements
love
first.
her hair. There was I don't remember her name.
Excuse me.
Does anyone
Miss
remember
Chiori?
the Zombie Idol anime? I admittedly have mixed opinions on it. There was the one character who she was like one of the older members of the Idols group, and I believe she was a geisha when she was alive. Like her hair, the hair here very much reminds me of that, and I keep thinking of her whenever I see Chiori. I don't know if that's weird. I think I'm thinking of the right person. I think I'm thinking right, but like that's what the hair reminds me of, and I remember liking her design too from the Zombie Idol anime. Which, real quick, the only reason I find that I'm mixed on that is because I'm partially dumb, and I thought that was going to be a comedy mostly, and not actually like an idol show. I know the whole plot is literally zombies turning into an idol group, but my brain didn't process that when I first watched it. So I was like, the comedy, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 comedy, really good. Loved the silly little rap song they did in I think it was like the second or third episode. But then when they actually started doing idol songs, I was like, what happened to the comedy? I really liked the comedy. And not realizing it was meant to be an idol anime, and I was like, looking back, I'm like, my complaints back then were really dumb because my expectations for the show were not at all what I thought.
Oh, good morning, Leanne.
Still a good show though.
How
Still
have you
good.
been
Still a good show.
recently?
Comedy is still 10 out of 10.
Not too bad.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you
Uh-oh,
come
she
here
gonna
today
cancel?
because you'd like to make a new request, perhaps?
Oh,
Yep.
no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to
Oh, no.
cancel my order for that gown.
Cancel your order.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans changed?
Uh-oh. Is she being threatened, or is it a rumors going around?
It's alright.
She's scared
I'm
of
not trying to make
Chiori.
things
I think
difficult for
Chiori
you.
beating the shit out of that
I'll
guy
take
is
note
gonna
of the
screw her
cancellation.
over.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
I'm gonna say that her beating up a guy in public is not gonna help her public
Is
image.
it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel. No one
Why
to
that
take you
last
to
one
the
feel
ball.
personal?
I've pretty
That
much
last
had
one
it
felt
all.
personal.
Judging
Chiori.
from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well,
Sure,
guess
you do not
this
have
means
someone to
you'll
take
have
you
more
to the
time
ball.
work on Fashion Week, right?
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we
Uh-oh.
left off.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
Oh, could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking.
Uh-oh.
You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied,
No,
so
if so, no, I don't
that's
think
why
it's
I'm here.
something.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short? Or is the color too dark? I can always make those adjustments for you.
No need. You don't have to concern yourself
Okay, he's
with
not
that.
scared
I'd
of
just like
her.
that refund, please.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Uh-oh.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe?
She's
What
like,
does the
bro, I'm
prophecy
tired of
say
these
this
prophecies.
time?
What
You'll
the
be
fuck
spared if
happened?
you get rid of all your clothes? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
What kind of rags are you trying
Oh.
to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
Please calm down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chiori, a boutique
Oh, is
has
he
been
gonna say that
exposed for
she's
having
the one
close
doing
ties
all the
with
bandit
criminals.
shit?
It's all over the papers.
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved
Huh.
there's nothing wrong with them. If a
What does it
little
mean that
hearsay and
if
baseless slander are enough to convince
Kirara
you,
is doing the
then by
outsort
all means,
the
go
transportation
ahead
that
and hand over your
they're
garments
also
right
getting
now.
hammered with
Spare
this?
yourself from that flood of yours. Or have you not been convinced of that one just yet?
You...
Elof!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Got it.
Oh, fuck you.
Hmm.
These rumors are probably the same guy.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them. I'm sure they'll go away on their own in a few days. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response
I
right
mean,
now
if
is
you
to tune
can,
out
I
and
would try to
focus on
distribute
finalizing
both,
my
because if your
designs.
reputation's gonna go to
so,
shit
but
where people, a
kinda
lot of
still
people are
can't
fucking
help
coming
but
over to
worry.
refund.
The best way
You
to
should still try
respond
to
to public
distribute your
skepticism is to let
energy
your
into
work
both
speak
places.
for itself. There will be no doubt
I refuse to
about
believe
the
you're not
quality
friends
of
with
my work
Charlotte.
Once my new designs are released. The
I
public
actually
just
think
has
Charlotte
to see
even
it for
talks about
themselves.
you.
Miss
Uh-oh.
Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work? Go on. What's the matter now?
It's
Oh,
our accessories
shit.
supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors?
Which means someone of a reputable source is giving them this.
Is the messenger still here?
Uh-oh.
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like that?
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread, all the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Alof, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to
We
the
should
supplier
probably go with you,
myself.
just in case.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
I just want to know how he did it. I guess, like I said, my guess is, like, you use the fact that if you have a way to, like, record that she beat you up in the middle of the street, that shows that she's violent. So now she has a violent reputation going around. You twist the violent reputation to be that she does all these other things, and people use the evidence of her being violent as a way to change their opinion into something even more negative. It just takes one thing. It takes one thing with genuine evidence to twist something into more than what it is. And that is the nature of media. That goes both ways. You can just take one positive thing about someone and twist it and say, like, oh yeah, look at how amazing they are. They get this one thing, and therefore they do all these other things. It does go both ways. Especially in this day and age with the AI stuff coming around now. Ugh,
it's
not
Joy.
excited for when that gets more public use.
We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward as always, I see. You know, there are certain conventions people usually follow if they want to seek someone's company. Sending a messenger, for example.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why
Also,
hire
you're
a
not that far
messenger
away
when I
from
can
her
just
boutique.
explain
Like,
things
you're
in
literally
person?
like a 5-minute walk. Uh-oh.
Have you read the papers today?
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
You're right. I only subscribe to
Oh
the Steam
no,
Bird,
Charlotte? Was
and most
Charlotte
days
taken
I never
in?
even read the others.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
Oh,
No,
never mind.
not at all.
Okay, I was about to be like,
They
damn,
run
Charlotte,
some
alright.
second-rate fashion tabloids.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
You would think that. But this time is different. Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house.
That's a lot of money if you're gonna
That's how
make
I
them
first
print
learned
physical
of the
copies
rumors.
for every place in
Every
fucking
house?
Fontaine.
That means someone must have been planning this for a very long time.
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Shiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
You throwing him down.
Sort of photo?
Yup, out there it is.
A photo of you beating up someone on the street.
And there's
yesterday.
the reveal, even though we already could have done
Yesterday?
that, but anyway.
Wait, that means...
Ucher again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Oh god. Sure, boutique located within the court of Fontaine claims to be clothing store with unique style, but there's another side of the tale for those who look beneath the facade. So there's fortunes matter be it say that a few criminals are boast of wearing your boutique's clothes. I just felt that the atmosphere in there suited me, convicted felon Lyle said. These words met with wide approval of many of his fellow inmates. Our sources also stated that the prisoner who was recently convicted of violent conduct and battery was also openly supported Shiori's design a few years ago. Among those mentioned, Shiori's made suppliers discovered that there is something more than discovery, with criminal favor in its wares. Boutique is truth comparable to an invisible hand, like a spider's web that connects these evildoers. Our investigation shows that the Wenger family supplies the ornaments that adorns her designs, and a certain member of this household is frequent guest in the fortress. Do birds of a feather not flock together? Not only that, but many customers have been subject to treatment at Shiori. Miss Valerian had to say this. A real brute, that one! Never mind refusing to tailor my clothes, why she seized her scissors and began wrecking them. Threw me out of the window! A clothing store? More like a thieves' lair, if you ask me. Now, as many of the others have wondered why glass at Shiori's boutique often shatter with a loud crash, leaving behind a terrifying nest. Mr. Valerian's unfortunate account reveals the truth. Just to tell you what his report was going to print another such act of brutal battery quote on the street. Just imagine, if you would, the scene playing out as depicted in the photo above. Shiori, her countenance terrifying, and she grabs her competitor, Mr. Uter, by the scruff, making threatening gestures towards him. This incident was ultimately broken up by the guards who reached the scene. When we asked criminals why they appreciated this brand, the answer we received was that Shiori employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to evildoers among us that wrongdoers can still prevail, provided you can conceal under the guise of fashion and beauty. Perhaps those who purchase clothes in this establishment may, following this establishment's philosophy, prefer to liquidate those who have come to disagreements. Is your boutique indeed a place blindly flattered by fashionistas that keep an exclusive clientele of crooks? Jesus. Oh, don't actually read the whole thing when I just read it,
Boutique
please.
takes shape, not a fashion house. but a house of lies.
Oh my god, they're actually reading it when I just fucking read it.
Close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioria brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come
God
out
damn
on
it.
top.
I shouldn't have
giving
fucking
hope
read
to
it if
the
I known they were just gonna
evildoers
read it
among us
themselves.
that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
I'm losing here tries Troy first. Like, who the fuck was even the... I guess the picture is enough. I did say that several
I
times now.
appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon, but it can't be helped now.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort. They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted,
I feel like that's just
it can never be
reputations in
washed clean.
general.
They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence
Like, it's
all
not even like, I don't
dissent
even know if I want to
with
say it's like a
violence.
public relationship
The
reputation thing,
absurdity.
but at the very least, in
I
terms of
don't
a
even know which
personal one,
part
I
to
feel
laugh
like
at the most.
if
Well,
you
it's
hurt
no
someone,
laughing
it's
matter.
very hard to get that
Maybe your
back.
clientele are
Like, it's
criminals.
very
Maybe
hard
they're
to get
not.
trust back. Is
There's
the
even the
problem.
possibility that
Regardless
they're
of whether or
just
not that
people who
trust
happen to
was
commit crimes
broken
after buying your clothes.
legitimately,
But with
or
the
if it
way
was
this article
fabricated, like
combines
the breaking
fact
of
with
that
rumor,
trust, or how do I
trying
want
to
to word that? 'Cause that's
determine
not
the
really the word I
truth
want
is
to say it.
practically an
I
exercise
get what
of
they're saying, though.
futility.
It makes sense. It's going to
It's
be
not
hard for her to clean
something
this
people
up.
are just going to forget about in a day or two, especially when they've found several people to back up their claims.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider?
Lamp quote of the day. What are you getting, Red?
If
Hi,
we go
Red.
through with the show together,
At
we
least
can
your
defeat
balls look
them
nice.
fair and
That's a
square.
Kieran quote of the day.
If
Remember, we
I
do
were
have quotes from
younger,
other people in this
I might
thing.
have
I don't know
said
if you're going to
yes.
go for a different quote because that's not
But I'm
technically
no
a lamp
longer
quote.
that brave young man with nothing to lose.
But hey, Red, at least your
I've got
balls
the
look
family
nice.
business to consider now. I'd be
There you
perfectly
go.
happy to
You
work
look
with
like a
you
MILF.
again
Your
after
voice
this.
sounds like a guilt.
But my daughter is manning the store during
I swear
fashion
we've gotten that one before,
and
but
I
I
don't
always,
want
I
her
do still
implicated
remember
in all
that. That's
this.
the fucking
She
little
doesn't
mafia
deserve to
lady
be
from fucking Mass
swarmed by
Effect
all
1.
that negative publicity.
I always
I
forget her name, though.
understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice,
But also, hi,
Julia,
Red. How you doing today?
for old time's sake.
We're currently trying to
Let
deal with
this
a
fashion week
fashionista
go.
drama.
There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's
Bruh.
gotten you into all this trouble?
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my
Yeah,
success?
we realize you're kind of being a dick
fair
when
enough.
you know
Then
damn well this
I
is a
suppose
false
all there's
rumor.
left to say is best of luck. As for the models, none of them
Like, that's
wanted to be
like, I get
implicated
he
in
needs
all
to
of
protect
this
his own
either.
reputation, but damn,
Understood.
that is kind of
Take
shitty.
care.
That's like, you know these rumors are false, but it's like, I can't risk it.
So, what should we do now?
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
Public opinion has never been about what's
Yup.
true and what's
Oh
not.
my god, how
It's
to
about echoing the
fucking say
loudest
something
voice in the
that's so
room.
true in one fucking sentence.
I should have seen it from the beginning.
Oh.
Uter knows me too well.
Whoever yells the
Everything that happened
loudest is who
yesterday
people pay attention
was
to.
just a trap.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back.
Why I
for
like
now.
popularity contests. I've just never cared about it. I just don't have enough energy for it. Also, hi Charlotte. You want to help us out here?
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte,
Yeah, this is
what are
like
you
just
doing
like being
here?
on my page on Twitter.
Looking for you, of course.
Like I
Did you
said,
see those
this
fashion
is what
tabloids
I
this
haven't been
morning?
wanting to say, but it
You mean
feels
that
like I'm doing a
sorry
fucking
excuse
plot
for an
line for
article?
Twitter.
Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory.
Unfortunately, not all.
What is it? Is it
papers and
yellow
content share our
journalism?
same
Is that the
sense of
terminology when you're
journalistic
just trying to
integrity.
get like
Miss
reactions,
Chiori doesn't
even if it's
deserve
not
to suffer all
true?
this baseless slander.
I can't remember if that's
I
actually
was
the
just
phrase.
about
Or
to
not. I know
find
there's
some
like a
people to
phrase for a
interview
type
so that
of
I can
like
write an article to
media
refute all those
presentation
claims.
where you're not
If there's
doing
one
it to
thing I
get
can't
proper
stand,
information.
it's
You're
people
just
who
doing it so
misrepresent and
people look at
distort the facts.
the media that you are sending
If you would
out
help,
and the
we might
news
be
and
able to
pretty
get
much
some people
anything you're
back
sending
on our
out there.
side.
You're just putting it out there to get people to look at it,
It's my
regardless of
pleasure.
whether or not it's true.
I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not
Yellow
the kind of
journalism,
person
yellow
that
press,
article
American
makes her out
parents,
to
journalism,
be.
associated newspapers that present little no legitimate. Yep, all right, exactly what I thought. All right, I remembered something right. Let's go. I'm smart.
She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite.
I'm happy I remembered something right.
Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me you were all together.
See, Red,
She was
sometimes I
just
can be
here.
smart. Sometimes I have a
Maybe she
brain
went
cell.
over there? Let's go check.
Oh,
If you ask me,
oh, for fuck's sake.
Chiori Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers'
God damn it, I keep
backs.
hitting E.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought
Oh
from them
my god,
before.
are we gonna hear this the whole way back?
Really? How was it?
Fuck
The
off!
owner was plenty
I
fierce.
hate gossip so much. I hate gossip so fucking much.
Oh no, we've lost
Yeah, because
her.
we're too busy listening to gossip.
Did you hear what all those people were saying?
Why did their
I
parents
can't
name them?
believe they
Person
bought all
talking
that
idly in the
nonsense.
street. Listen, it's not my
Miss
fault they
Chiori
were born
doesn't
that
often
way.
appear in public or give a lot of interviews.
Red, have
so
you
the
not
general
seen
public
the
hasn't had
fucking
a chance to
video
really get
that
to
was
know
going
her.
around on Twitter? And
It's
I don't know if
also
you're on
true that
TikTok
her
at
way
all.
of dealing
There's a
with
fucking
things
video of
can
this
be a
lady
little
who's like, I'm gonna
extreme
name my
sometimes.
children after the alphabet.
It's easy
And you may
to
think
use
to
that
yourself,
mislead
oh, what? They're gonna
people
name
who
their
don't
first
know
child an
anything
A
else
name,
about
the B
her.
name, and the C name? No, they literally named their child like Epic, or what the fuck was the other one? It was like or Zugler, like the fucking ending, like X or Zixler. I don't remember. Literally just pick like using the letters of the alphabet in order to make a name and pronunciation, and it was mind blowing. Like I think it was like Zier or Ziz or something. Like it's so insane how some people name their kids. It's literally the Elon Musk joke all over again.
This is all Tear's fault.
Which part of me feels like
Drama
that's
would
where this
kick him up the
started.
drama
I
class
really
real
feel like
good
some
if she
people were
could.
like, "Oh,
Wait a second.
Musk
You
boy
don't
named
think
his
Chiori
kid
might have
after
gone
like a
looking for
fucking
him, do you?
airplane. Let me
You know, so
fucking
she
name my
can,
kid after a
finish
toilet
what
brush
she
or
started?
something."
That would only make the situation worse
A
for
Star
her.
Wars character.
I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
No, Red, please.
You've got a point.
Red, no.
Let's
If I
just
was getting my
return to
high
the
school name
boutique and see if
H.
she's there
Just
then.
H. Did you just call him H? That's it? Like there was what the fuck? Hey yo, what's up, H? It sounds like a nickname.
Oh, who's this?
Ah, this is Miss
That
Letitia.
that sounds like a
She's also here to see Miss
nickname.
Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday.
People just called him
right?
by his middle name.
Wait,
Okay, that makes sense. I'm
you
assuming the
that
middle
dress
name is
too?
kind of normal.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out,
Well, you're pretty. Why don't
I'd
you be a
more
model?
than willing.
Ah, so you've come across that article as well.
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a
Ow.
Chioria dress on my wedding day.
I'm trying to think if I had any weird names for kids I knew growing up.
My fiance owns a small business.
I really can't think of
It
anything
doesn't
other
bring in
than
a lot
like
of Nora,
masculine
but
names
we
on
get
feminine
by.
folk or feminine
After he
names on
proposed,
masculine folk, and
I
that's
took
about
me to
it.
Chioria
But even then,
Boutique,
that's not really
and
that
we
weird.
put down a custom order for a dress.
For eyes are too far
He
apart.
probably
Red, fuck
noticed
you.
how
Just
often
vibes.
I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes and how
Just
pretty
weird.
they were.
Except for in Spanish class where
Being
people
able
called
to
him
wear one of her
Hache.
dresses to my wedding has always been
I don't know.
my
I don't know
dream.
if I'm pronouncing that
And
right.
then-
Is that right? Hache?
And then something
That means
happened
something?
to the business, and we ran into major Mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, She asked if something happened.
It's a
and I told
hot
her
shit.
everything.
Listen.
She heard
No,
me
in my
out, and then
defense,
told me
no,
not to
fuck
worry.
you. In my
She
defense,
assured me
that is
the
one
deposit
letter
I
away
paid would
from
be
a
enough
fucking
for the dress.
character in One
And
Piece
that-
called Hachi. And
and
it's
that she'd be
literally
able to
just
finish
spelled
making it in
the
time as
same
well.
way, just remove
She
the E
promised
and
that
put
I'd
an
be
I
able to
there
wear
instead. And
if
it's
she
literally a
wore the dress
character from
on my
One
wedding
Piece.
day.
That's how you pronounce Asian Spanish alphabet. I don't know how to pronounce Asian Spanish alphabet off the top of my head, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god, this bitch only thinks, fuck you! I think about more than One Piece. I think about cute moths like Maple, or sorry, Maple's a normal human. But anyway, I think
Well,
about my
that's a
friends.
good
I think
thing,
about you,
isn't it?
Red. Fuck
I've
you.
always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
Think about other things.
It is good.
Not just One
It's
Piece.
just
I promise.
after I went home
I
yesterday.
just don't want to make Jake watch
I
the
couldn't
fucking
help but
anime.
take out
'Cause
the
he's a little
dress
bitch.
and
He's
try
like,
it on.
it's too long.
My
I
fiance
can't
happened
watch
to walk
it."
into the room, and
But they'll fucking
and when he
watch
saw
the
me, he
they'll watch
froze
the
on the
fucking
spot.
remake that's gonna come out.
What a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
because
that
he's
wasn't
an octopus
actually the
fisherman.
issue.
That's
He's
meant to
seen
be
a
that's
lot
meant
of
to be the
wedding
joke,
dresses in his
Maple.
time
So you
doing
got it in
business.
one.
So as soon as he saw it, he knew for
'Cause
sure
he's
that
got
it
them
must
8
have
arms.
cost far more than what we
Which actually,
paid.
which is funny
Huh?
now that I think about it. 'Cause-
So
no,
wait,
yeah, because he
that
has
means-
6 arms
Yeah.
and then 2 legs.
Miss
So
Chiori
technically he
covered
has
all
8
the costs
appendages.
and
You know,
held
that still makes
nothing
sense.
back. The fabric.
So what's this? Hi, Unknown. How you
accessories,
doing? This
beading,
is Genshin.
construction. It
We're
was
just
all
vibing
the
doing Genshin
highest
for a little bit.
quality.
I want to get the
Huh.
Chiori story done since the new update
Miss
came out and her
Letitia.
story came out.
I'd really like to use your story for a
Yes,
piece I'm writing
Charlotte.
about the boutique. Would you
Fucking
mind going on the record?
help.
Huh? Well, if it would help Miss
I knew
Chiori
Charlotte
out,
was gonna have to come into
I
play
wouldn't mind
once
at all.
it was like a
I
reputation
think it'd go a
thing.
long way.
Because she'd have
Your
to
real
do
experience is more
she'd
powerful
have to
than
help
all
spread
those
good
lies
rumors.
combined.
Even though it's not really rumors, it's
Hey,
facts.
Olaf.
You can
has
try it
Chiori
out. You're
come
good.
back here since we left?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
Well, we were. If she didn't come back here, then do you know of any other places she could have gone?
Time is at 6:41. Damn.
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever she was upset. In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia, and you two can go look for Miss Chiori.
All right, sounds good. Let's go.
All right, Chiori, where are you? All the way over here. All right, goddamn. I feel like this shouldn't last much longer. Usually, when we get to the dungeon part, is usually when the little character event's gonna end. What are you doing over here, Chiori? Just thinking.
There you are, Chiori.
Huh? How did you know where I... Eilaf told you, didn't she?
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad.
Yeah, we're just gonna
We're gonna get through this
fucking
together.
fight fire with fire. Fight media with
I'm not
media.
upset.
Newspaper with
I just
newspaper.
wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite
Oh, look, there's a
stunning.
lot of space. I mean, it's
Sorry
literally the
about
edge of a
that.
cliff. You could
I'm
just
the
sit on
only
the
one
edge,
here
but
most
alright.
of the time.
All right, don't mind if we do.
Is that just? Are we just on a high? Yeah, we're just on a higher elevation. I was like, is Chiori that short? Push her off. No, red.
Well, how does it
Okay,
feel?
sorry. Very
This
pretty.
place is pretty
Very
great.
fucking pretty. I'm kind of starting to simp for Chiori a little bit.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery.
I really like that they're doing
Yeah,
these like little
It's
CG
important
style
to take
like
yourself out of
frames.
that kind of stressful environment every once in a while.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion.
Oh, I
Ones
gotta
that weren't in
BRB.
line
I'll
with
be right back.
traditional ways of doing things.
All right, sorry about that. Oh, all right, let's do this.
On top of that,
Bruh,
I hated
red.
the idea of
You be
groveling
red shaking
and
my hand.
making
Let's go.
outfits for
Bet
every
understands
arrogant
to shake
big
my ass
shot
whenever I'm
expecting
gone.
me to be at their beck and call. Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master.
Once again,
Worse,
I love
not
this. I
one
really
shop
hope
was
they
willing
do
to
this
hire
more
me.
in character events.
Not
It's
even to
so
do
cute
grunt
and it gives
work.
this visual novel vibe that
No
I'm
wonder
really
you
here
left
for.
Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat.
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, it
After
just
that,
makes Chiori look like
I
10
came
times
all the way
prettier.
to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple.
I know
Least
someone
of
who
all,
absolutely adored your
fashion.
design and dreamed of wearing one at her wedding.
Oh, you mean Letitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the
Aw.
first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers. Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my
Okay, but that's
work
really
has
sweet.
also
I
become
like
someone
that.
else's.
And I can understand, like, wanting someone to say something similar.
Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders to attack Kirara. Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can
Time to
publish
go raid
all
his
our
building.
findings in the Steambird once we're done.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring, I won't stop her either. I know where Uter's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to
Yeah,
start
let's go
looking
beat up
for
some people.
evidence.
Sounds good. We'll come with. As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right? So there's
Nah, we're
no
doing it
need
for
to be
Fashion Week.
too upset.
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week.
Exactly. I'm glad
I'm
that she
doing
has
both.
decided to do that. I do like Shiori. Shiori's good.
Your accessories.
I'm not really here for her
Didn't
gameplay,
you
but
say
I'm
your
here for her
designs were
character.
unusable without them?
Kind of how I felt with Chevrolet.
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that, but to tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma and the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea.
Oh.
What did you just say, Chiori?
The sea.
Seashells sell
Seashells,
seashells by the
plural.
seashore. I forgot the Sally part.
I've got it.
Got what?
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Oh, I guess it's underwater.
Chiori!
Shiori, we have to go to the factory. Dive into the sea. All right. You know, fuck the factory where we were gonna go, you know, find the incriminating evidence. Let's instead just jump into the water. Time to get our feet and entire body wet.
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitwal? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now!
Yeah, I guess I would Paimon on that. Probably coral. Coral is very pretty to look at. Which is unfortunate because
Well,
it's so
now that you hit the nail
fragile
on the
and
head,
easy to get
help me grab
destroyed.
some, would you?
Leave it to... These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Evidence.
Yes, but don't forget. We've
We
got
need to get
more than just the
evidence.
designs to worry about when we get back.
Return to the boutique with Shiori.
Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough time?
I should be able to make it,
Uh-oh.
if I skip out on sleep.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this
That's very similar to the one we had with
conversation
Ganyu.
is getting Paimon made
Oh yeah, I
me
forgot
feel
Ganyu. Wait, is that what was Ganyu's character event? I want to say that was character event. Been a hot minute since I've done Ganyu, so I'm trying to remember. Well, everyone's gonna make sacrifices.
Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're not gonna convince Paimon
Nah, fuck
otherwise.
Well, I can't argue with you there. One thing's for sure, though.
I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it work. All this grit and determination. It reminds me of the first fashion week I ever participated in.
What else can we help with?
Let me see. I suppose all there's left to do is tear
Wait,
up all
what?
the outfits currently on display.
You got it! Wait, what did you just say?
Why?
You heard me. Tear them all up. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show. I used the larger pieces for the base fabric, and the smaller pieces for accessories. If it worked
How
back then,
did
why not now?
that work?
We can also repurpose some of the
The
ready-to-use
colors had to have
accessories for the shop
mismatched
as well.
slightly, right?
You worked so hard on all these outfits!
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes everything I've ever made and more.
Okay, then... Here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course, if anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day,
I feel like you would do
I'd
more than
probably
just
toss
toss
them
them in
into
the
the
sewer,
sewer.
but alright. Or was he also... We're also... We're actually gonna control it. Alright.
just this once though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as
Hey,
a
I
good
would
way
if
to
it let
vent
me...
your emotions.
Fuck it, it's not tracking them as actual enemies, so it's not, like, letting me track it properly. Alright, there we go.
Good
I too
job.
wish tearing up
That
stuff
should
would put
do
it
it.
in very neatly organized piles.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop? Who did
Wait,
this?
Navia? Navia? No,
Monsters.
Navia, calm down.
Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it?
Navia, it's
They sent
fine!
people to wreck your shop. Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about
No,
time
Navi,
the
it's
Spina
fine,
di
it was
Rosula
us.
return the favor.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first,
Boss,
'cause
please go
you
easy on
see,
us.
Huh?
Ugh, what is this? A soap opera?
Listen,
I
I'm
was the
all
one
for
who
more
asked the
Navia
traveler
content.
to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Navia's kind of bad, though. What do you mean? Oh, wait,
Oh.
Red, what do you mean by that?
So that's
Navia's
what
very pretty, if
happened.
that's what you're referring to.
I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't say anything.
Navia sure is
Listen, don't you
scary when
disrespect
she's
Navia.
angry.
If I don't you disrespect Navia.
If there's one
Navia is
thing
incredibly
I can't
pretty.
stand, it's a
And I love her
false
personality so
accusation.
much.
No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
She pretty.
You and Chiori are really close.
Of course. Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town.
Suddenly I
All
find
of
out
Spina
Red
di
plays
Rosula's
Genshin
formal
Impact.
wear is
They're
custom
trying so
tailored
hard to
here.
save for next Navia
No.
rerun.
If only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well.
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring
Either
and
which way, Red
formulaic as
had
a
that neuron
uniform.
activation when they
That's
saw
why I
Navia.
didn't ask you in the first place, silly.
I would
Plus,
rather die than play in
with how much
Genshin.
your intel has
No,
helped us
Red,
out in the
please.
past,
But what
to the
about
Spina,
Navia? Don't you
you're
want to
more
play
of an
as them?
intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some
It
simple
reminds me of
sewing
Cynthia.
work?
But really, Cynthia?
I'll need all the help I can get
blonde,
if I'm
blue
going to
eyes.
finish
I don't
these
know.
outfits over the
I
next
think
few
Cynthia was
days.
black eyes, right?
Oh, no problem.
Weren't her
I've
eyes
got a
black?
few
I don't
of
think
those
she had
guys
a.
all ready to go.
I can't remember. She had like brown or black
I
eyes.
just knew you wouldn't be intimidated into withdrawing from this year's show.
I don't
When
actually
are you
remember what
going
I
to
called
get
her.
started?
Cynthia
I
was.
can
But you're
help with
definitely like
sewing
his long blonde hair.
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
Ask away. I'm all ears.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon,
We're just getting
could
everybody.
you
We're
help
just
me
getting the whole
pass word to
crew
Linny and
together.
Lynette? I'll need their help as well.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet?
Oh! What happened to the boutique?
No,
Who
please,
did
it was
this?
us. I'm
Give me
sorry.
names. I'll make sure every
Charlotte.
last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow.
This is gonna be the gag.
Not this again.
What should we do about these clothes everywhere? Need any help?
Sort them by the type of fabric first, and then by color. Oh, and
Don't forget to remove any accessories and put them to the side.
That sounds pretty straightforward. I'll help too.
Alright. That was cute. Where to next? Other than to grab a Linny and Lynette. What the fuck are Linny and Lynette gonna do? I guess they are information gatherers. So that could be why, but we already know where the factory is, and I'm still surprised we haven't gone to said factory yet. It would have been faster to just fast travel. Yeah, well. I'm thinking if when we do get to the dungeon and it gives us the free use Chiori, I'm thinking I might swap to my second team. Just because Chiori has Geo, and I would prefer to have her on a team that actually likes using Geo damage.
Lenny, Lynette! Great, you're both here!
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers.
Wow, you guys
We were
are
just about to
actually
go
behind
find
on
Miss
information.
Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care of it.
Okay, so it's like this.
Uh-huh.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Paimon's glad to hear it! Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Utera's been doing, right? Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days.
Oh no, don't tell me it's gonna make
We
me
can check in
wait
with her
several
again once
days.
she's
Come
done
on,
with all
no.
the new designs.
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to make the deadline?
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Utera fair and square at the show. And
I
then
need to actually
defeat
get
him
rid of
in the
that
court
donation.
public opinion.
Nightbot announce
She said
alert
that
until
it'd
things
be
get
like,
fixed. Actually, I can just update that too. Now I
A
think about it. I don't
two-pronged
even need to
approach?
worry about.
Courtesy first, confrontation
Huh.
second.
Oh yeah, I need to update that. I think that just my list of
something
things
like
update.
that.
I can actually properly update that one.
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue in 2 days.
Alright, we're counting on you.
So I guess we're waiting for 2 whole days.
Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said and meet up with her at Utera's factory in 2 days. We'll gather the evidence then. Oh, Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new outfits for the show.
Main spots. No, wrong button. Yep, wait until 2 days later. Fine. Making me sit here and wait for a fucking clock to go. There we go. Alright, hope you all are doing well tonight. I'm sitting here just fucking waiting for this damn clock to go by. I really wish you could just fucking speed this up. I know it's a cool effect to just be like, hey, look, the time is passing. Look at the shadows. Woo! But God, I just wish I could just click like one button and it just happens automatically. It's so unnecessary, but it's also a loading screen, so I get that. Uther's clothing fair. Oh, okay, right away. All right, now it's probably gonna want me to be Chiori or play as Chiori here. Oh, there you are.
Oh, you're here.
Chiori! How are the new outfits coming along?
We're not.
you
We
look
slept for
kinda
2
tired.
days.
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Alof. We should be able to make tonight's show.
Wow, that's cutting it real close. Are you sure she'll be okay without you?
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uther has closed his factory. This is our only chance to secure any incriminating evidence.
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is all his fault and he totally deserves it.
He deserves it, but we're technically
wouldn't
doing
we
something
technically
illegal.
be trespassing on his property if we just barge in like this?
His factory is usually open to the public. It may not be open for business right now, but that doesn't mean visitors can't stop by for a tour. We're just curious.
Here's customers with
after all, aren't we?
weapons. Hold the sword up to
Well, when you
the
put it
cashier.
that
Hey, I'm
way-
just curious. What you got in that
Anyway,
safe there?
Uther's factory is right over there. Let's hurry up and get moving.
Why would he open a factory over there?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, he prefers low prices and large sales volumes.
Could you imagine going to work and you
Maybe
had to
the
fucking
rent here is
climb a
cheap.
ladder like that every single day in and out of work?
It's really creepy. Paimon would never choose to buy anything from a place like that.
You make
It's
a good
not
point.
wheelchair accessible.
Let's all
What
be
a
on our
shitty
guard.
fucking person. Look at this shit. This ain't wheelchair accessible. Alright. Start. And let's choose our Navia team. Look at this. This works out. I'm actually kind of surprised Farina, since they were bringing in like everybody for this one. I'm surprised they didn't end up bringing Farina, but it makes sense they don't because I feel like they're involving her in too many events. As much as I love Farina, it doesn't need to be in every single event.
We're in. There really is nobody here.
That's an egg.
Welcome, dear visitors.
That's an egg.
Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
This is an egg with a
Please
hat.
Follow me, dear guests.
Like literally, this is just an egg with a hat. Yeah, huh?
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand.
Balloons.
After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Lothair seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could
Jealousy,
just focus on
maybe.
improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please
That's
take
fucking
a look
risky.
around at your leisure.
Yep, this seems
Hi,
like
here's where
Lothair's
all of our
workspace,
work
all
is,
right.
is held.
Let's
Just,
see what we
just
can
read
find.
around. Money expenses, 100,000. Employment expenses, 200,000. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money. Couriers will arrive at the city in the morning via... Alright, Deltheg. We have old designs. There's basically nothing strange about them.
These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting
Oh.
room. Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
Does his fucking tour go to an actual illegal, like, factory or something? How stupid are you? Uh-huh. Oh, hey,
seems
look,
to have
dog.
stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
Seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Dead robot dog. Oh, gotta get a little wet. This music. Guards that are not looking at us currently. Right. I'm still not used to 5. No matter how many times I do character quests, I'm just not used to 5. Oh. Nope, we're good. We're good. We just got on top of them and they just lifted us up. Oh, shit. Okay, now this dungeon looks fun.
This place is filthy. Are the clothes from Uther's shop seriously made here?
Look over there.
Ew.
Ugh. That water looks super nasty. Oh, Paimon can smell the stench from all the way over here.
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uther?
So he was actually the one who
I
opened
mean-
an underground factory.
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to
Is
the
this
touch.
illegal? Question mark?
He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the clothes made here even be worn?
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading.
Alright, never mind. They have
Those
actual
materials
health
can give you
hazards.
skin problems
I'm like
if you
sitting
wear
here
them
like,
too
is this
often.
illegal? It looks like it's just
That's
automated.
terrifying. Let's take some photos right away as evidence. This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. All right, let's keep going.
Here is almost able to call to dash forward. Hold the aim and adjust the direction thing. If you decide to dash now, release to use elemental skin and dash to target location.
Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
But there might have been a chest behind me. Can I just... I can, okay.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too. Huh? What's going on?
Oh, it's a trap. He's in the
my hand's
factory.
been black.
Bullshit. He's
Seems
gonna
like
blow
he
up
knew
his
we'd
own
be
fucking
coming.
factory.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because
In what
we
regard?
used to be partners.
You're
Okay,
practically
fair
on
enough.
each other's
I should
toes.
have, be real, I
Now
probably
you're
should have
telling us you
realized
used
that
to
without
work
actually thinking a little bit of both.
When I first came to Fontaine,
I'm like, I'm not
we were
gonna sit here and
both
be like, oh my
fledgling
god, they
designers
were
who longed to
dating.
gain a
No, like,
foothold
I knew
in the
they've been
world of
business
fashion.
partners, but like, my brain's also
We
like, are they
shared the same
implying
goal,
they dated?
so we decided to work together. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe. But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little. Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion that we wouldn't be able to make the designs we always dreamed of, and we parted ways. For my part, I gambled it all, and devoted everything I had to that 1 week. I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of. In the end, well,
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uter gave up
Did
on
he even
his
try to
dream and
reach
turned
out? I
to
feel like if he
making
reached
this
out
fancy
after the
stuff.
fact, he would have at least, you would
I
have been
don't
some
know the
nice
exact
reputation.
details of what happened
Or-
after that.
That was what I'm looking for.
All I know
Would have been
is,
probably nicer.
After I opened Chiore Boutique,
Like, hey, I know I abandoned
he's
you,
harassed me
or I know I
ever
left because I
since.
didn't feel like we reached our dream, but like, I shouldn't have
Just jealous of
underestimated
what you've
our work.
accomplished. A guy like that doesn't deserve your sympathy.
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first.
Probably too prideful
Missing
in
the
that
show
regard.
is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over there. Let's see if any of those buttons do anything.
Alright, got a puzzle?
Oh, that doesn't
Oh,
seem
there
to
we
have
go.
done.
You activated the self-destruct sequence.
Warning.
Oh, hi.
Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Coming at you! Coming at you! Diana Special!
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Activating expulsion mode. I thought that actually said explosion mode. I was like, wait a minute, I was joking.
Hiya! Fire! Well, with rocks.
Warning.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to
Uh-oh.
get higher.
Oh no!
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Excuse me.
Warning.
Oh, don't you? Ooh!
Unauthorized intruders
Ooh,
entering
chest.
expulsion mode.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Candy! Oh, I was out of stamina. Well, that's on me. I didn't realize I ran out of stamina. Now let's keep moving.
We finally made it out.
Ow! Oh, because the steam. I was like, what hit me? Ow!
Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
No, I thought I could jump over it. Uh-huh. Okay, good. Stupid.
Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
I gotta wait. Come on now. If I known I had to wait, I would have brought Kuching on this. I guess in hindsight it makes sense, because Chiori does have a teleportation ability, so it makes sense they're gonna use that to their advantage here.
Warning. Unauthorized intruders.
This is partially why I think I want to train my Kuching, because I'm just like... The teleportation's really nice. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. We got the evidence. Let's fucking expose this motherfucker. He has to make an apology video with a ukulele. Or a flute. Or a fucking trombone. Which I still think the trombone one was just a bit.
Finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here. Finally, the entrance. At last.
We're fine. We're fine.
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Uter.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of letting it get past these walls?
Bruh, we've faced these things a million times before. Come on now.
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What? Destroying Chioria Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
You know what your problem is, Uter? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal, but it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand.
Are Lenny and Lynette
how
like hiding in the
laughable that
background,
ideal
just recording
truly
him?
is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uter. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand, but you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices. You regret giving up on your dream. So you stopped at nothing to prove to yourself that it wasn't the wrong choice. This whole thing, Uter. It's pathetic.
Pathetic? Why don't you take a look in the mirror? You're a fool daydreaming about taking all of Teyvat by storm. Well, good luck doing
Bro, that's
that when
because of
even
you,
Fontaine
though.
doesn't have a
She was
place
doing
for you anymore.
fine.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
Oh, shit.
You.
Sure, you go first. You got a show to catch.
Yeah, just leave this guy to us.
No,
Oh,
you go instead.
these things have guns. These mechs have guns. Come on.
It'll be fine.
Hide away.
Just
I
go
can
to
hide
the
away.
venue and tell
Thank you,
everyone to
Equip It.
proceed with the plan. I'll deal with him. Some lessons
Oh,
are best.
I can also stretch.
delivered
Even though you
in
didn't stretch, I'm
person.
gonna stretch a little bit. All right, Chiori's about to beat this man's ass again. I don't know why we don't just beat this person up with together, but
Trying to leave, are we?
oh,
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership.
let's go.
Tear.
Let's go.
But all that changed after our tour of your factory.
Bruh.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
Dude,
No
your
matter
four
what
mechs
you've
don't
been
mean
through,
shit. We've
no
killed
matter
at least
why you've
8 of
become
them
like
already.
this. If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chioria brand.
Oh, cutscene time?
The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
An enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself.
Oh.
Did Chiori not...
Lights, cameras, over here, please.
I was about to say, are Linny and Lynette gonna do a little? Yep.
the world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same.
Okay,
No
those are also
challenge is
pretty.
too great. Chioria caters to no one, not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
They really do like doing this. I don't know what kind of art style to call it, but they've been doing. Actually, no, that's not even true. I was about to say like, oh, they've been doing like less of the 3D, like with the models and stuff, but they did that with Navia. So like, I know at the very least that's not true. I think it's just because they did it with Farina, and like that's what I'm immediately thinking of. That was cute. I like that. That was very pretty.
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it
Also,
up after
Kirara's
the success of the
little
show.
like scared thing when Navia was falling
How
down.
can you become
That expression
renowned
was
through
great.
all of Tevat without a fancy signboard of your own? The Spina's way ahead of you in that regard.
Now that you mention
Did your
it,
magic troop
perhaps our
not
magic
have like a
troop could
logo?
use one of those.
Our signatures are the Grim
How do you guys
Welcome
not have a
Cat and the
logo?
Bald
That's
Cat
actually shocking for you
Oh, and we
guys.
need to add
Because
Pear
Espino
as
de
well.
Rasula is
Pear would need an
kind of.
alias,
I don't want to say a
course.
mercenary group.
Hmm.
Because they're kind of like
How
just a do anything
about-
agency
The
without protection.
Angry
But you're a
Bird.
fucking magician group. How the fuck do you not have a logo?
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Ooh,
That sounds super snuggly and warm.
And a bit cramped.
I feel like Kirara would like a cramped
Miss
space.
Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite. It's on the house.
The fucking camera.
You really made it?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any
I like
costumes
how,
in the
like, for
future,
Lydia and Lynette, she's
just
like,
drop
hey,
me
you
a
guys
note.
need full-ass costumes,
about
here you go.
something
But for
other than a
Charlotte, hey, Charlotte, if
costume?
you need any, like, little cute
Thank you,
accessories for your
Chiori.
camera,
It's
let
much
me know.
appreciated.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, alright?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara?
Huh? About that.
The
Oh,
Spina
no.
di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the
Jumped
way
on
out
that
of
real
Fontaine.
quick.
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show, appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization, using weaponry in public, hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
Shivers, we can explain.
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Enjoyed that, didn't you?
I think she's still kind of upset at
nearly
you, though.
Scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell me in advance next time you're planning something like that?
And if I had, would you have approved?
No, but it would have at least spared me a whole lot of anxiety.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Cendra, and the man responsible all tied up and handed to you on a silver platter. Sounds pretty thoughtful if you ask me.
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts.
Hell
Let's
yeah,
go.
more food!
Spina's treat.
Not just
I'll have to
macarons,
take a rain
please.
check. I've still got a lot of paperwork to take care of, so you all go have fun. Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Vanger on the way here. He had a message for you.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much every apology in the book. I'll just visit him some other day
Oh, okay.
and give him a
Guess you
hard
two will
time
make
about
up.
everything.
You know him well.
Thanks again, Shelvrus.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. That was really quite an
I
amazing
do,
show.
man. I've actually said it since since the Sumeru stuff.
don't say.
I do like that they're trying to really push
All right,
more and
all
more
right.
that like
Follow me if you
everyone
want
in
on
that
the
country you
celebration
meet
feast. Come on,
is
we're
like a
leaving.
tight knit group of like allies and friends. I do like that
Traveler,
because I
Paimon,
really don't
could you
feel
go
like,
wait
at
for me
least
at
with
that place with the
Inazuma and
view?
Leeway,
I'll let Navia know that
I
we'll
don't
be a
feel
little
that
late.
way with
There's
everyone.
something
Like
I'd
everyone
like to give
feels like
here.
their own thing,
A
but like
place
they're
with
not
a
like
view?
what part of the like the same
Oh, Paimon
community
knows
or
what you
like
mean.
country.
Sure, no problem.
At least
Perfect.
with like
I'll be right there.
Sumeru and Fontaine, I at least feel that way. Like I feel like yes, all these people are on their own separate entities doing their own jobs and such, but like they're still tight. Like they still are very close to each other and still work together for the betterment of their own like country and such. And I really like that. And the only reason I didn't say Mondstadt is just because like everyone we've met in Mondstadt is pretty much a part of the same organization, aka the Knights. So it's like they already are part of their own organization. They're doing the exact same things pretty much. That's for most of them, not all of them, because obviously Diona is not part of fucking the Knights.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to give us that you couldn't share right in front of everyone else?
Oh,
Here, take this.
oh, that's cute.
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chioria Boutique, too!
Aw.
Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two. You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side. There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win, even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit. This result, it was all you, Chiori.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most is having friends who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chioriya Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it. But, about the stuff you said at the show, you aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual. I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be
I
people
feel like if you
who
create
appreciate
anything that's positive, there will be at least one person who will look at it in a good light.
Back and join them at the victory feast.
Oh, yes, of course. But before
Not that I
that,
disagree with what you said, mine.
I'd like to
I do
admire
agree
the
with
view
it.
for just a little while longer. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine,
That
I'd
was
say
fun.
this
I
is
enjoyed.
the
That was
loveliest
Chiori's.
by
I like
far.
Chiori's story. That was really cute. I was kind of worried the whole time it was going to be a lot of stuff I didn't understand because I figured it was going to be a lot of fashion-based stuff. But that was cute. I liked it. All right, there's one thing I want to just check really quick because I actually haven't looked at this all that much. I kind of understand what this whole wish is. It's like you pick one and you get to wish for it, or you get to like try to wish for it. I don't know who I'd want from this. Kind of want. What's the Aquila Favonia again? Attack focus spells 300 damage. It's only Falcon Wings. Regenerate HP equal to 100% attack and deal 200% damage. Do surrounding opponents. I know that's Jeans, but I'm kind of like, do I really want that? It's not that good. Rank increase for 4%. Increase move speed, attack speed, and alternate. I kind of want Skyward Blade for Jean more than anything. Like I think I want that for her. I know for Blaze, because Blaze has this. Blaze would probably want Beacon of the Red Sea, if anything. Like, looking at all these just to see, like, is there really anything I want? Like, not really. I already have my C2 Jeans, so I don't need any more Jeans. I don't really use the Luke. I wouldn't mind Albedo. Albedo, I'm feeling Albedo a little bit. Which is funny, because like I said, I was talking about how I don't really want Chiori, and then I'm sitting here like, I wouldn't mind Albedo as a Geo. But if I'm being honest, I probably want Mona the most. So what the fuck? Okay, so it is normal wishes. Or it is, these kind of wishes. I was so iffy on the Chronicled Wish. I really wish it was just the standard Wish banner. I really wish it didn't use fucking Intertwined Fate. If it was the fucking Acquainted Fate, I would be fine with this system. But the fact that it's intertwined, especially because like you're asking for like weapon, like most of these characters are on the standard banner. Like Diluc, Jean, and fucking Mona are on the standard banner. Like half of them are not worth like being on here. If you're just gonna make characters that don't get that many repeats, like why are you doing characters from the standard banner? Also, just for the fucks, I'll just do 110 wish on the standard really quick since I have it. Oh, nothing. All right, what do we get? Oh, another sacrificial. I'll take another sacrificial. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel towards this. I think if they turned this into standard wish fates, I would like it a little bit more. Just gives more options. But I guess at that point, then it would make the standard wish kind of irrelevant. Well, no, I don't know if I'd say that. All right, but I think I'm gonna call it here for tonight. I did get what I wanted to get done. I did want to get a Chiori story done. It doesn't look like there's really any events going on. It's literally just, hey, Chiori's out. Also a new hangout. Which is a little disappointing for the start of 4.5, but I think there's an event coming out tomorrow. I don't know if I will stream that event, if I'm being honest. I'll see. I'll see what the event is, if there's any story for it. It might just be one of the regular events that's just do a bunch of challenges and that's it. No like story attached. Like I don't think it's gonna be a major event like the Lantern Rite or the film festival, but I will look into it. But otherwise, everybody, I'm going to call it here. Don't feel like really. I don't feel like reading tonight. I don't have the energy to raid tonight, so I think I'm just gonna call it here for everybody. But thank you everybody for stopping by. No more streams for us this week. Next week's gonna be every other week's gonna be weird going forward, but I will update everyone regarding that going forward. But yeah, I hope you have a
My time with the Spiness taught me that
wonderful rest of your night.
carrying an
Navia, shut up! I
unreliable
love you,
weapon
but be quiet.
is worse than not
But yeah,
carrying one at all.
you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Goodbye.